Hello everyone, Xiao here, and today I am publishing the September acquisition video. Let's get to it. For this first set of acquisitions, we have Goodwill on today, I guess, which you won't know what today is, but still. This is a DualShock 3 third-party, controller for PlayStation 3. I'm pretty sure for PlayStation 3. I bought it because now I can possibly play two-player games. We'll see. This is a Minecraft clock I bought mainly because I actually kind of wanted it, and it was only $4. However, it turned out that the clock itself is kind of small and kind of hard for me to read, so I decided I'll probably get rid of it. And finally is this, for today at least, which is a TI 84 Plus, which I can price out and flip for about a $10-15 profit. Anyway, let's move on. So this is the next Goodwill grouping. We have the Dark Crystal movie. And yes, I bought this purely because the video the Odd Ones Out made about it. Next up, we have this 90-watt Lenovo rectangle charger. I bought this because I do plan to get a the Lenovo mini PCs that need this charger. So I was like, you know what, $2, might as well grab it. And then this is the really fun one. So this is a more or less typewriter, but for courtrooms we have to type really fast. And this was about $22, but it was on sale today, 50% off. So I did only get it for $11, thankfully. It has been at my Goodwill for quite a while, so that's also why it was on sale. But this is Stenotype from the Stenotype company in Chicago, and as you see, it does obviously type. The ink is very faded, obviously, but I'm going to clean this up and probably sell it for closer to 30 maybe. We'll see really what happens there. If anything, I think my sister would love this as a gift. She kind of likes this type of stuff anyway. So if I can't sell it, I'll just give it to her, if anything. But other than that, not much to it. It is very dirty in here and outside, so we'll clean that up today. And that's kind of it for this Goodwill section, at least. Here is a small little clip. I don't have this object anymore just because I did give it to a friend, but this is a simple portable record player. According to my friend, the speakers are not very good, especially in louder volumes, but it does function. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this item, at least. So this is my other set of acquisitions. These are ThinkCenter M715Qs. They are mini PCs from Lenovo from, I believe, 2018-19-ish. They have a Ryzen 5 2400GE, which is a 35-watt version of the 2400G. And this one is currently not being used because I only have one power adapter right now, as you saw from the last portion of the video. But it is a very nice little computer. It's doing exactly what I need it to do, so I will show you right now. This is the system currently running. It has a Proxmox right now running a couple of VMs, one being a Debian with Tailscale, a Debian with Docker, a TrueNAS VM, and a Plex container. So far, I'm liking how Proxmox works. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm going to deploy it in my actual home lab situation at home, but we'll see. But that's kind of the mini PCs I was talking about in the last portion. These have been really nice size-wise. I'm planning on just stacking them and scaling that way. But yeah, all right, let's move on. So here's our next item. It is a Toshiba VCR and DVD combo device. It does have some inputs in the front, but more importantly, on the back, we have stereo output for audio for the VCR portion, which is nice. It does have a component for DVD output. It does have our antenna in and out, as well as an in for composite as well. And it is a Toshiba DVD VCR deck SD V39 3SU. Overall, I am liking it. I bought this for $4 at Goodwill, and I do plan on keeping this one and probably giving away to a friend my old one, which is just a VCR about this size-ish and is a very basic general electronics one. This one It's definitely a later VCR just because it has DVD functionality. But I like the heft of it. It feels a little more premium than the other one I have, which is why I'm going to keep this one. Also, the having a DVD built into this also does help. But yeah, let's keep going. So this isn't really a Goodwill purchase, rather just a basic Walmart purchase. This is the Watch On 4K streaming, I guess, device. I just call it the box, but I guess it's called the device. It's been opened. I already opened it. I just stuck it back in there for now. It does 4K Dolby Audio. It does not do Dolby Vision though, but it does do HDR10 somewhere here. It is powered by micro USB, which does make OTG a little finicky, but I'll figure that out. 5-volt 1-amp power supply, and our basic TV stick box specs, but it works. The reason I bought this is currently at home I have a giant server that runs Tailscale and all my services, and I do plan to move it when I move out, but I still want to have a Tailscale instance at home, especially because some things I do is I remote into home to fix some problems my family has with Tailscale and advertising routes and stuff. So I need a device that can do that. And apparently this TV box does a really good job of just being a basic exit node and advertise routes machine, which is why I picked this up, because this was $20, and for the $5 more in the stick, it comes in a box form with a little more RAM, and so I was like, might as well grab the box at that point. I do have to figure out a way to get Ethernet attached to it. I could run it over Wi-Fi. There's not really a real problem with that, but I hope to not have to do that, but we'll see. Other than that, it is a very basic TV box, but I didn't test the TV functionality because, again, it's purely because it's an Android device that can run Tailscale. Let's keep moving. So outside of the basic, just a bunch of DVDs I buy from Goodwill, I did get a couple books this time about. So we got Lord of the Flies by William Golding. I read this in high school. I absolutely fell in love with it. It is a really good read. I do technically already have a copy of it, but it was a different cover, and I kind of like this cover a little more than the cover I have, so I bought this one, as well as good old Antigone by Sophocles. This, I decently like Antigone, not my favorite, but again, I will gladly take a good old classic literature play and book, so I'll take it, and let's keep going. So I know this isn't really a physical item, and I'm kind of turning this series of acquisitions more into just everything I'm kind of buying and playing around with, instead of just Goodwill acquisitions and free stuff I'm picking up. So in that case, I'm going to talk about games I have bought recently for this month. This month, I bought Donkey Kong Bonanza. I believe I played about 12 hours to beat, maybe 14 hours to beat. It was on the, I would say, medium size of games that I've played. I would say short games are around 6 hours. Long games are anywhere above 30-ish hours, maybe 40-ish hours. And medium games are anywhere from 10 to 30 hours, I would say, is a medium game. So it's on the lower end of the medium games, but it is still a good game. It plays uniquely, and I do enjoy the game a lot. I'm not a great game reviewer, I'm going to be honest, but I had my fun with it. And as you can see, I am definitely a Nintendo fan based on all the Nintendo games you see here. But overall, Donkey Kong Bonanza, great game. I would say at least a 7 out of 10 for me. Maybe even 8 out of 10. But yeah, so that's the games I have bought this month, because I did not buy any Steam games, surprisingly. So just Donkey Kong Bonanza for the entirety of September. I also did end up picking this up at Goodwill. This is a Namco plug-and-play game console. It has your basics, Galaga, Pac-Man, I think Pac-Man, and a couple other, like Dig Dug. I think Pole Position, maybe. I don't know exactly. I don't remember the names of all the arcade games, I'm going to be honest. But I bought this because I've seen a couple of videos on it. I have not, assessed the quality. I'm pretty sure this is a Nintendo on a chip, if I'm going to be honest. I'm not entirely sure, though. It might not be. Don't quote me on this. But I think it's a Nintendo on a chip. And the games are fine. It's just basic fun, you know. I think I left batteries in here. Yes, I did. I'll take care of that later. But yeah, moving on. So, hello. There's the last few acquisitions that I do have to go over. So, first of all, we do have some USB-C Dell power blocks I did buy. They are kind of already in storage, so I don't have them with me. But they're basically the 3-prong AC cable to laptop brick to USB-C It does PD, 20 volt, 3.25 amps, 65 watt chargers, which are really nice because I'm starting to get a couple more USB-C devices that do require 45 or 60 or 65 watts. So it is nice to have chargers that do support those. With, again, being really cheap at Goodwill, I believe that was $2 a piece. So $4, I got two 65 watt capable chargers, which was nice. And then this is the iPhone 17 Pro base model in orange. And that is because AT&T is having a special where if you trade in your old phone, you can get this as long as your old phone is an iPhone 13 non-mini or better. And for me at least, it is the same overall ending price of this as it is to the base 17. You do have to pay the tax of the original phone's value. So for this $1,100 phone, about $110 in tax payment. But beyond that, for the AT&T bill at least, you do basically get the phone for free in a sense. This is definitely not phone advice, I guess, but I would definitely look into the AT&T deal or Verizon. I believe is also doing a very similar deal, because obviously those representatives would have a lot better words than me. But if you have an iPhone 13, I definitely suggest looking into upgrading, because I very much doubt that the iPhone 13 will be having the trade-in specials coming next year. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today. Definitely leave any feedback and any comments down below. I would love to get feedback, because as you can tell, I'm very about doing these videos correctly. Not very good. I am trying, but as you can see, I am in college. So it is kind of a mess. I best to balance work, college, and making fun little project videos. Right now, I don't have any actual project videos in the works. If you have any ideas or want to see anything, especially based on this video, some stuff I picked up, such as the Proxmox machine over there, definitely leave some comments about that. Maybe I'll make a Proxmox video. We'll see. I'm still learning Proxmox, but anyway, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.